Technical support. My name is April. How may I help you?
Oh, hey Rachel. I think we just spoke on the phone a couple of minutes ago. Did you guys' network go down by any chance? Your internet connection?
Sorry?
Did your internet connection go offline? I think we just spoke a couple of minutes ago. I stopped the attack just to see if it was working, and I think it is working, because I wasn't able to reach you guys. Do you guys use VoIP, like VoIP, for your calls, or is it an actual landline? Because if you're using the internet and I take out your internet, then no one can be scammed by your call center, right? Because your internet's offline, so you can't receive calls through the internet. Does that sound accurate? I'm the same person that I think you just spoke to. That I said that I have your guys' IP address because one of your agents, they connected to my virtual machine and I grabbed the IP address with Wireshark. So yeah, and I have it. And basically, I just sent a DDoS or denial of service attack. So if you guys, I'm just curious, are you receiving calls through the internet or are you using an actual telephone line, or do you not know?
Why should I give you that information?
Well, I mean, you're a nice person, right? Why wouldn't you give me that information? Because I think that
why would I give you that information?
You're tech support. You're supposed to give people information.
No, I'm not liable to give you that information.
Yes, but I'm asking nicely.
Hi, I'm answering you nicely.
Okay. Your answer, okay. I understand that. So if I go ahead and continue the denial of service attack on your network, and then I can figure out, what is the type of phone service, whether it's a VoIP service or whether you're using a landline, or because you are in Dublin, Ireland. Is that correct? You are? Okay. Then that means I do have the correct IP address. Thank you for confirming that information.
Tell me one thing. Tell me one thing.
Okay.
Why exactly you're doing this?
Because it's fun, and because I think it's...
Right, that's the main thing.
Yes, and I record it, and I put it up on YouTube. And you're in a YouTube video. Do you want to say anything to YouTube? You're on...
Okay. Wait. Because you're nice to talk with, that's why I'm talking you. Tell me one thing. You make lots of money putting up your videos on YouTube, right?
Yes, I do. Because people enjoy...
Don't you think that's a scam?
Well, no, it's not a scam because people enjoy watching them, so I get the ad revenue from the video. I'm not scamming. You're the ones that are putting misleading advertising, right, on the internet, and that misleads people. That's what's a scam.
Who? Can I get your name, please?
My name, it's Mo, and my last name is Lester.
Mo, okay. It's better I'll call you Mo. Mo, tell me one thing. Did I call you?
No, but I got a pop-up on my computer that was very misleading and scary, and it put your phone number, and it said I had a virus, and I didn't have a virus.
Mo, I know, I understand that, Mo. Tell me one thing, Mo. When you got that pop-up, okay, it was an automatic pop-up.
Yeah.
We didn't put up the pop-up. Our company don't do that. Wait, I know it's hard for you to believe that, but there are so many companies in the market who generally do it. But we didn't do it, right?
So,
the pop-up came up on your computer. Let me speak first, okay? Then you can say. The pop-up came up on your screen. It got a number. So did you call the same number, or you're calling a different number altogether?
I think it was the same one. Honestly, I found this number on a website called www.scammer.info. I don't know.
Okay. Mo,
I wasn't the one that submitted.
Tell me one thing. Okay, Mo, tell me one thing, that you are you are very good with technology, right? You put your videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
You're well aware of internet, correct?
Yeah, I'm a web developer.
Tell me one thing. Do you think it's right? Is it difficult to put up numbers on such kind of websites? You can create your own website. You can put up numbers there, right? You can put up anybody's number there. So do you think that is it legitimate? Is there any do you have any certification of that website that is it correct? Whatever information they are putting up on that scam.info, whatever website you're saying, is it legitimate? because I don't think that there is some sort of a proof, or is it government authorized website? Because if it was your US government authorized website, Mo, in that case you can trust on that website. How can you believe on someone who is creating a website and putting information on that? You can create your own website and you can put up information about anyone, writing anything about anyone. But is it legitimate? It's very easy to point out a finger on someone without knowing the truth.
Okay. So what is your company? Why are you not? So you said you don't put the misleading pop-up ads on AdFly and on those websites where people go to and that mislead people. You don't do that.
We don't do that.
Okay. And I assume you get lots of people.
Trust me on this thing, Mo. Wait, Mo. Let me tell you. We don't call the customers. It's not an outbound process. We receive a call from customers, and generally we receive calls from those people who are already facing problem with their computer. Maybe it's not always a virus problem, but most of the time it's a Windows related issues, like they are getting a red screen, a blue screen, or they're having problem with the startup, or they don't remember their passwords. So then they call us. So it's not a pop-up all the time.
So do you
tell me one thing.
So do you make money from having them call you? And also one question is, where do you put your phone number that's not in a misleading place?
Sorry, I couldn't catch your question. Can you repeat yourself, please?
Sorry, I said, so do you make money for when people call you? And also, one other question is, where do you advertise or put your phone number up where people can find it in a non-misleading, in a legitimate place?
Okay, Mo, we get calls from the customers who are generally facing problem with Windows, okay? And we don't charge the customers for diagnosing. If the problem is fixable from our end, then only we charge the customers, because if we are helping someone to fix up their issues, like if you take your computer to Best Buy or any local technician, they won't fix up your computer for free, right?
That's
correct. They will charge you a minimum amount. That's correct. Same thing, if someone is calling us, we don't call the customers and we don't say them that there is a virus in your computer or there is some infection in your computer. They call us if they are having any problem, and if we are fixing up their issue. So do you think it's bad to take money for providing them a good service?
I don't think that's bad. I was one concern I have is I was calling this number, and your technician he connected to my computer, right? And he did he ran the tree command in the command prompt. And I know from working with technology that when you run the tree command, that does not fix any problem. And I think that is intended, at least from my experience, that's intended to look very scary. It looks scary so that people think that they have maybe a virus or a malware when they run the tree command. And because I know tree command doesn't do anything.
What happens, right, when you run a tree command, it just shows you that how many folders or partitions do you have in your computer.
Well,
it will show your library, your files, all the partitions, but it's not going to show that there is a virus or anything in your computer.
So
the tree command is something which you run in your command prompt, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Just for your own information you get, right? So, Mo, I believe if someone is telling you that there is a virus in your computer running a tree command, that's completely wrong.
I know.
Did that technician told you that there is a virus in your computer after running a tree command?
Yes, someone from this call center. I called this same phone number a couple hours ago, and when I recorded, he opened up tree command and he said that it was saying there was a virus. And then also, he opened up the Microsoft services, the event viewer. And he said that the the warnings and everything, which I know for, those are supposed to be there. They're on a good system. He also said that those were fraudulent. They were meaning that there was viruses in my computer also, and it was from the same call center. So that's why That's why I
No,
don't think that you
your voice
are
is cutting
being
off again.
accurate.
Can you please come closer to the phone?
Can I what?
Your voice was like breaking, so I was asking you, can you please come closer to the phone?
Sorry, I just put on my headset, so now we shouldn't get any further problems with that. Is this a little bit better?
Sure. Yeah, it's better, but sometimes your voice just breaks. So
Okay.
no issues, no. I understand your concern here, and I'm just talking to you right now because I believe there are certain people who have got wrong information.
Yeah.
Because they only believe on the websites, right?
Yeah.
Anyone can put up a website, anyone can set up
Yeah,
a
I know that.
website and write anything about anyone, right?
Yes.
But you should not trust those websites until or unless it's government certified. If your US government certified that website, that all the information which you get on this
Yeah.
website is correct, then you should believe it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, people put XYZ thing about the Hollywood stars or
Yeah.
your president, anyone. But we can't trust everything, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. And the concern, yeah,
right.
but the concern that I have is when I called your number, your call center, your company, they did the same thing. They said misleading, information, and they said I had a virus when I didn't, because I literally set up a new virtual computer that had no virus on it, and they said that it had a virus, and they did some misleading things, and this was your phone number, this same phone number, this same company, this same, so that's why I think that this company is not different from any of the other company that do the same thing.
To be very honest, I can't say anything about anyone else, but when it comes to me, I do my job properly.
Okay. And that's...
So maybe there are some other people who are doing it, but I can't comment on others. But when it comes to me, I'll make sure that I do my work in a proper way. And no, I believe maybe when you called that technician, you must have told him that there is a virus in your computer. That's why he told you that maybe there is a virus in your computer.
Well, so I have a video that I was...
all the way around, right?
Yeah. I did say that there was a virus in my... Well, I didn't say that. I said that my computer was running slowly and that I had a pop-up from AdFly that said that my Microsoft... Because I pulled up that same, there's a link that you go to and it takes you to a pop-up. I just pulled up that same screen. And then it didn't say this number. But then I called and I said that, which is accurate. And then he pulled up, I still think that even if I did think that there was a virus on the computer, if he pulls up the tree command and if he pulls up the event viewer and says, there's stop service and all that stuff, I still think that's fraudulent because, there is less, that's not accurate. Just because a computer has services which are stopped, doesn't,
Right. I completely agree with what you're saying, Mo. I understand that. But no, in this case, as I told you, I can't comment about anyone else. I can only be responsible about my job and what I am doing.
Okay.
So,
and I think that if you're doing that, I think that you are doing good for this industry because there are a lot of people that don't do that. Now, you do know...
That's one of the main reasons why, just because of one or two people, the whole thing has got into trouble. So
for sure.
I don't think that everyone is doing it, but yeah, maybe someone is doing it, that's why you got that impression.
Yeah.
So, that's the only thing I can tell you, but it's all up to you. What you have to think about it and how you take your own decisions. Yeah.
And that makes sense. So if so you know that I'm recording this, right? But I think at the beginning what you said was that your company does not involve with those types of things, right? But then you at the end you started to say that you personally didn't do those types of things rather than just your company. So I think that you may have changed what you were saying.
No. I have not changed my word. I'm saying I'm only responsible about myself. The company doesn't advertise those things, that's what I'm sure, okay? Because you said that our company put up pop-ups. That's not true. We don't do that. Our company don't do that. But I can't guarantee you about the single employees. There are so many employees in the organization and in different centers as well. So I'm not sure in which center your call has landed up. So I can't tell you that because in my organization, in my office, I don't think that anyone do something like that. Maybe he was from a different organization or a different center altogether. The
Okay.
company is the same, but we have got different centers in different states, so I'm not sure.
Well, that makes sense because there's a lot of different, there's a lot of different people that answer. Sounds like they're from different locations. But I do think that, there is misleading information, and it must be a difficult business to be a part of when people are always calling you and saying, hey, this is a scam, even if you're not trying to. So,
Right.
so if you're not then how do you think that we can go to stop other employees that work at the same phone number to do these things that are misleading? Because if you think my grandma or someone, they don't know any better, and then they pay money when their computer actually doesn't have any virus or any infection, anything like that, and because of misleading information like the stop services and like other information like that would make them think that like there's a virus.
More in this case, I'm speechless because I don't know what exactly needs to be done in this complete scenario, because being an employee, I can't change the whole organization. I can change myself. I can take precautions when I get the customers. I'll make sure that I don't mislead them by giving wrong information, but I can't assure and I can't change the whole organization. If someone is doing anything wrong, and if I am aware of that fact, then I will ask them to stop it. But if I'm not, then it's very difficult for me to take any actions against them.
And that makes sense.
But
and there's a lot of people on the internet also, and these people, they're called the scam bait people, right? They just call and they prank call and things and waste time of people, right?
right.
Those people, they think that they're doing a good service, and and the reason why
But
they
they are
think
not.
that.
Actually, okay, you know what? Actually, I think if people has got that much free time, they should not invest their time on us. They should invest their time into society. Try doing something for those people who are not that tech savvy. Try
Yeah.
to help them out, not to call us and complain us or say that we are scammers or something like that. Do something for the society. That would be better for the environment.
And I would agree with
It will
that.
be better for those people.
I would agree with that, but I also think that these people, the motives that they have, the reason why they call the scammers, and they call them, right, is because there's a couple of reasons. They make money from doing their YouTube videos, and they think that it's kind of fun, and they think that they're doing a good deed for the world by taking so that they can't scam any other misleading people that wouldn't know any better, right?
That's not helping. Actually, that's not helping. Mo, let me be very honest with you. If someone is not that tech savvy, do you think that they'll check your YouTube videos? They won't.
Well, I think that
Because they are not even aware. They are not even aware of these things. So that's why they are they are not that tech savvy. If they were tech savvy, if they were that clear about those things, if they were aware of those facts, then why would they call? Why would they go to any XYZ technician?
yes,
They know where exactly they have to.
I think that's true, but I
So I
also
think
I also think like with the scam bait people, I think that some of their goals might also just be to drive out of business, to make the
right.
to drive them out of business, and I think that might work. I think that that's what their goal is, to try to drive them out of business by calling them so much and wasting their time, so that there's no profit. It's not profitable anymore for them to do that.
No, I completely don't agree to that fact. I'm just spending my time with you. I won't be able to talk to you for a long time because I have to take my break. So, Mo, I would just like to tell you this thing, that calling someone and telling them that they are scam, it hardly take a minute. They can disconnect the call in 1 minute, right?
Yes, that's
so
true.
It won't affect them.
But there's like people that
organization any which way.
Yes, but they can take like 30 minutes or 1 hour, and like there's videos up on YouTube. People took like 2 hours of their time and just wasted time and wasted time and wasted time. And if they do that enough times, then eventually it will not be profitable for it to work anymore. Do you think that that is one of the reasons why they might try to call and to make those videos and things like that?
No, making the videos, that's completely their cup of tea, but I'm saying if they are calling again and again and wasting the time, hardly they'll do it for 2 hours, okay? And it's not necessary that every time the call will land up to the same person. So maybe if there are 200 people and if they're spending 1 minute with like every technician, so it hardly make a difference to those technicians.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
I think it's better to invest their time into something more profitable, like to give information to the society or to help those people who are not that tech savvy, rather than wasting 2 hours on these technicians because they are not it's not going to affect their work or the organization any which way.
So you haven't seen an impact, for example, for your organization, you haven't seen any impact of the scam baiters to make it less profitable? So what we are doing as the scam baiting community is not working to make your endeavor less profitable?
No, I don't think so, because I generally don't get that much call. Maybe once or twice in a week, you can say that, because we are generally busy with our existing customers, so we don't get this sort of calls all the time.
Okay, and you also run subscription. I know you do subscriptions, is that correct? Where you have like $100 in 1 year or $200 in 1 year, and that's how you make your money, is through this.
Sorry. No, I'm very sorry. I won't be able to give you that information because it's my it's against the company policies.
Yeah.
And I'm extremely sorry. I talked to you for a very long time, and I won't be able to continue the call anymore because I have to take a break now.
Okay, I understand that. It was good talking to you. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Sure.